And I mean just that. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. Mama said that there will be days literally just like this.
Ready? Running from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. What should I say?
Sometimes you gotta just laugh at it.
I am.
Yup. Get down. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if the audio is straight. Cowboys heading into week 9. Hopium level low. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. The Cowboys, the 3-4-1 boys, right? That's what we are, 3-4-1. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. For those who tuning in for the very first time, my name is Law Nation. We talk Cowboys, football, and beyond. I thought I had some of my hair. I got a gray hair springing up. Boy, Cowboys getting me gray, baby. Let's get it. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mark. Shout out to you, Dak Holmes. Appreciate you, Sadiq Charles has arrived. Aquaman, appreciate you. Or how you say your name, Big Amish. Shout out to you, Seabass. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody for jumping in. So, before we go into details of everything, shout out to the Cowboys Collective. We will have a show today, and as well as I will be, at the backyard talking Cowboys. We should have Kevin Smith as one of our guys, guest appearance on the show today, Cowboys and Chill. So be sure to hit us up and get things moving and grooving. But before we go into the main entree of the conversation that rules the nation, the Cowboys, without hesitation or deviations, need help at defense regardless of it. And as I pull this up, man, I just want to give shots out to Foots the King because he's standing on business with this. Let's listen to what he had to say. Let's listen to it.
Elam is making business decisions on tape. There's no way y'all can you guys are going in that film room and watching film together, watching 20 and saying he's not actively not trying to tackle. I went back and did my research. The Eagles game, huge play. Didn't even put his hands up versus Jahan Dotson. Really, bro? Go back to the Giants game. Give him 2 massive plays. He's giving up penalties at the worst times. He's not trying. If you go back to the Bears game, everybody wanted to blame Malik Hooker. Really watched that play. He took the double pass. He took the cheese. Malik Hooker has 2 guys that he has to guard because Elam's not where he's supposed to be. This dude shouldn't be on the team, bro. And I'll be the first to say.
They're starting corners next year.
Riggs,
Revel, Bland, and somebody they draft with one of those first-round picks.
I'm done with the defense.
That will be their 3 starters.
Because Kyrie Elam doesn't do his job. I can't put it all on one player, but there's instances where, and if you look at his penalties that he's given up, he's literally losing you games. I got another note for you guys, okay? If you go back to week 1, 5 targets, 5 receptions. Week 2, 9 targets, 7 receptions. Week 3, 3 targets, 2 receptions. Week 4, 3 targets, 2 receptions. And obviously the Commanders game, it was a little bit better. He wasn't targeted that much because, let's be honest, they didn't have their receivers. You have to do anything to shake it up. I know 25 isn't great. I'd rather have him in the game 10 times over 10 over Kyrie Elam. I would move Reddy Stewart to outside corner and live with the consequences. And this is why I've said that the minute Savon Ravel's ready, he has to play because Kyrie Elam just can't be on the football field.
Man, that boy cooking, boy. Riggs! I can't take this no more, Riggs. I'm looking for solutions, Riggs. I'm getting too old for this. Oh, Riggs! Murray is one of the worst linebackers in the NFL. Yeah. Shoot, Kenneth Murray, boy. Hey, K9 with no teeth, man. So we have that as an issue as well. I can't confirm that, Murray has been messing up tremendously, and there's players on his team that can acknowledge that if you ever corner them by themselves. Also, Kaiir Elam, to what Foots had lamented the fact that he's been one of the most disappointed guys. The new people are the most disappointed people out here, man. But with that being said, the Cowboys, looking back at this defense, and we're going to bring up my guy as we have as the conversational pool is Troy Aikman. But before we get into Troy Aikman's conversational pool, there is a few other things that we're going to touch upon. I'm to this point that if the Cowboys are serious about this team and wanting to do a little something, hey, man, there is an opportunity to go grab this guy. And his name is Asante Samuel Jr., and we know of his dad. His father played for the Patriots. His father played for the Philadelphia Eagles, It's hard to get that name up out of there. But we passed him up, and we drafted, I believe, Kelvin Joseph, right? Asante Samuel, of course, he have neck issues, but he's still young. He's 26. And all he got to do is give us better showcasing than what we've seen out of Elam. And I don't think that that's a tall task. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know. And I get it, Toxic Tom, but I'm trying. And that's why I'm saying that I think that he would be a better value or a better option, if I can say it correctly or loosely, than a Kaiir Elam, or hey, bring Boss Man back, Man, I thought Sam Williams was going to be great. Yeah, we all did. I think the Sam Williams still recovering as well, but that's a whole nother conversation. There's teams, and there's football teams, and there are Cowboys, and this is what the latest reports are on far as the insider. Hear them out.
Ricky Scoops popped up on the timeline.
He's this random Twitter dude.
He is a random Twitter dude who has broken some football news previously, pretty consistently and pretty accurately. Well, he popped up, and he's had some breaking news this morning. First, he says, can confirm that the Patriots will be adding a new running back via trade by Tuesday.
Oh.
Thank you for your attention to this matter. Happy Halloween. #Patriots. Then he followed up.
Told you Travion Henderson in Vrabel's doghouse.
And said, boo! The Cowboys and 49ers are both expected to add defensive linemen before Tuesday's trade deadline. And now the internet is ablaze trying to figure out who is is this Max Crosby? Is this Trey Hendrickson? He did say defensive lineman. That makes me think maybe not edge rusher, that he's saying they're going to add a defensive tackle of some sort.
So, trying to keep track of the Jerry Jones ping-ponging of truth.
No, we're taking the ping pong out is what we're doing.
Who y'all think it's going to be? Because I got my conspiracy theory hat. I know for sure that since the Cowboys love to pretty much, we're a marketing team, and this is what we have from right here, because Jerry Jones will be appearing on Stephen A. Smith's show. Like I said just the other day, the trade deadline is November the 4th. This show airs on November the 3rd. Either this Jerry Jones going to let Stephen A. Smith knows up front, or they're going to reveal something. I just don't think that they would leave off that show empty-handed. This is what I'm thinking. That's what's around the corner. And we have a few days left. Tyree Wilson could be a very, very situation there, Toxic Tom. It's Winfrey Perrion. Yeah, Jerry Jones going to announce that Perrion Winfrey is back, and that's what's going to allow this team to excel to higher heights. Man, boy, y'all wild with it. It's Myles Garrett. Hey, this other report is out that the Bengals are seeking just a 1 first-round draft pick for Trey Hendrickson.
Elam is making.
Will you guys dance or flirt with that ideal that they are only seeking 1 first-round draft pick? Is that a situation that y'all would do? Would you give up 1 first-round draft pick for Trey Hendrickson? And, of course, you have to pay whatever note that is going to be attached to it because he's not in contract. Would you be willing to do 1? And I know he's a little bit older than what we've seen out of – I think he's a little bit older than Max Crosby as well. Yeah. Just 1. Because keep this in mind. It's not like – you can give him Packers pick and be done with it. It's not like it's going to be an early pick. you know, just 1. You still got 3 first-round picks in the next 2 seasons, right? Instead of 4. I know it's 4 just sound very nice. Yeah, just 1. No first though. This is from wait a minute. You got to be a first because that's what they look. I'm going down this conversational pool one more time. Nice things cost money, man, you know. And a trade, in order for a trade to work, it's supposed to be an even situation, you know, or something that I can at least recover from, right? I know us finding DeRon Bland in the later rounds, hey, that's good, right? And DeRon Bland, hey, you need to play good this year. You need to kick it back up. I know us finding Brandon Aubrey is a sweet thing, you know, and Kevontae Turpin is really nice. Finding these things in the later parts, but you can't do it all the time, you know. He has no contract. Yeah, so you have to give up a first-round draft pick for him now instead of him going into the free market. I'm talking about for Trey Hendrickson because his contract is ending at the end of this year. And his going price is going to be anywhere between 30, because he's getting 30 right now, to 35. It might still be 40. But that's the price of doing business, you know. It's just the price. That's just the price of doing it. People just got to understand that. But let me get to this other part of the news before we bring the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman on. Hold tight.
Archer mentions that Jaylen Tolbert should be watched as a trade candidate, which is a name we've talked about and why it would make sense for them to deal him. There's a little bit, I don't like revealing trade secrets, but there's a tell each week. I don't want to say what it is, but there's a tell each week as to who might be active or inactive based on practice. And
is this your own, or is this like a Cowboy specific trade secret?
No, it's one that you've been able to spot, and it's usually pretty accurate. Jaylen Tolbert had that tell yesterday at practice. And so, without saying what it is, I don't know that Jaylen Tolbert would be active this week against the Cardinals. And so, again, it does make me think there's at least some sort of falling out of favor or preservation there. I wouldn't be surprised if that feels like a move that very much could happen as Dallas trading away Jaylen Tolbert sometime in the next week and a half.
Look,
For what?
I mean, if you get anything in return, knowing he's not coming back.
Okay.
So I mean, if you get anything in return and he's really not playing that often, I take whatever, even if it's a 7, just anything that's something in return that I might be able to use.
I wouldn't have an issue with that. I mean, there's a numbers game. They've got other guys. If you were to take him and Flanoy and Turpin and all put them on the market, you know, who gets the most in return, and who's most likely to be here and who's most likely not. Anybody that is not in your plans for next year should absolutely be talked about. And
no doubt, he should be absolutely talked about. Yes, so the Tolbert trade situation scenario is a very tangible thing. We've been talking about this for a second, right? We even said this going into the season. Like, Tolbert, he's your probably should have been traded before the season kicked off. And here's my reason why. You used a 4th-round draft pick for Jonathan Mingo, and I get it. That catch that Tolbert was able to make in that Green Bay Packers game, hey, shots out, kudos, and credence to him. But you had more of a trading power at that point because I think he led the team in touchdowns last season, and he had some decent numbers as it relates to his numbers were very comparable to the kid that I want to say played for the Ravens, and I forgot his name. It's tip of my tongue. And I thought that you can leverage that. But when he got out there on the field this season, now you got bad tape, more bad information out there on him. And his trade value goes up and down. It's volatile. But if you want to get rid of a player, you have to strike early, and then you have to strike when everybody sees their numbers and stats and good stuff, if you want to get something comparable back in return. Now, granted, Tolbert been solid as a depth piece for us because you just never know. When your starting wide receiver goes down, you need someone else to fill in. But the only thing that probably saved Tolbert was the fact that Mingo got hurt. So now we talking in circles, right? But let's be real. If I were to ask all of you guys, that one game that you saw out of Ron Flanoy, you have yet to see that one game out of Tolbert. That's all I'm going to say from here. And you know that the upside, well, that you look at what Ron Flanoy can do, is higher on his side. But let's get to this conversational piece, and we're going to have the phone lines open and all of that good stuff. But I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. Let's listen to 1310 The Ticket.
Doing well, and you're getting ready to do a game. You're reading press releases. You're watching tape. When you watch the Cowboys defense on tape, what do you think?
Oh man,
what are your thoughts?
You're gonna.
Oh, do we have to play the rest of it, baby? Troy Aikman, you a real one, man. And they asked him straight up, what do you think about the Cowboys defense? And he couldn't get nothing else out but to laugh. Jeez. So at the end of the day, hey, Troy is a real one, man. Let's just rewind for all of those who just not tuning in. Yes, indeed. I'm seeing more and more people come in. Hit that like button, share this content. Let's get it going.
You're watching tape. When you watch the Cowboys defense on tape, what do you think?
Oh man,
what are your thoughts?
You're gonna start it off that early this morning.
Well, yeah, you got to start somewhere. Let's start there.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, there's a lot going on. First of all, I would say that Matt Eberflus, of course, has been a really good coordinator in this league for a long time. I'm sure that. Not reading a ton of what's been said or listening to a lot of talk radio. I don't know exactly what the conversations have been around him, but I think
he got to put a little cover over it now, Cowboys. Yeah, Troy gonna give you the straight news, but he's putting a little cover over it. Okay.
I think he's a really good coach, and they're trying to do different things in order to slow people down, and it just really hasn't worked. I think. Against Washington a couple of weeks ago, as we talked about last week, they played more man coverage and, trying to change it up a little bit. I think sometimes it simplifies things for a defense, and but a big part of that I would have to believe had to do with the fact that Washington had so many players. Their top three wide receivers didn't play in that game, so it made it a little bit easier. They played a little bit more man this past Sunday, not as much as they had the week before, and the results weren't as good. And then they've not been able to slow people down in the run game. It's just been a challenge. How much of that is just personnel related? It looks to be a fair amount. And then of course the injuries that they've had and the situation at safety and all that. But yeah, it's not very good. I mean, you hear that, but no matter how you look at it, whether it's scheme, whether it's players, the results are the results, and they just haven't had much success.
We'll talk about the better side of the football, the offense now. Although for the first time this season, it really.
Most importantly, I don't know. We don't have rollover credits in life, especially no rollover credits in football. Football is meant to be week to week. Parity in the league meant to be just for what it is, right? But improvement, we got to see that. we haven't seen it yet on defense. There's nothing that we can really point to and say, hey, individually, this person is improving, but one. And I would give you Donovan as a Raku, right, on defense. But we haven't seen any consistency on improvement. We've been consistently getting burnt, consistently showing lack of physicality.
Really didn't work in that Denver game. Were you a little surprised by that, or is Denver just that good on defense?
Well, Denver's really good. Really good. I really like what they do. I think as a quarterback, it's a defense that creates a lot of problems. The way they come after you, they change up their looks a lot. They got really good players. You know, Vance Joseph is a defensive coordinator. I just have a lot of respect for him, and I know that's defense or strength on strength and all of that, which you did. But then there was the other side of it, with the Dallas defense, and could they slow down Denver? And Denver didn't come in as some juggernaut on offense, and so it's kind of the same dilemma each week for the offense that if you don't score points, then you run the risk of getting behind. And then if you have another drive like that, then you run the risk of being 2 scores down, and it just starts to get away from you a little bit. And I think a real turning point in that game, of course, was early when they, first and goal from the 3 or second and goal from the 1, and they have to settle for a field goal. That's pretty demoralizing, especially against a good team on the road. So it's on the other hand, I think that it's fair to expect the Cowboys offense to carry the load. I mean, that's we mentioned it last week or the week before. I mean, that's where the money's spent. So it's on the one hand, everyone's paid to do a job, but some are paid more to do a better job, and that seems to be on the offensive side of the ball. So. They're a little hamstrung from that respect as well. But what might happen? What might happen during the trade deadline coming up? Here on Tuesday? And are the Cowboys buyers? Are they sellers? I've never known Jerry to be a seller. And to just kind of throw in the towel and say, okay, well we're doing this for next year. He's just never had that mindset. So I kind of anticipate that there might be a move if they're able to pry somebody loose that might be able to help them. But is that the smart thing to do? I mean, that's up for debate.
Well,
Troy, man, just call Jerry and tell him, man, this fan base, man, we need some type of spark. And if Jerry is not the person to give up and fight through the echoes of the whistles and all of this stuff, then tell him, man, just make the moves. We tired over here, man. Up and down, down and up, side to side, left and right. Tired, Lord. Let's hear what the mighty Troy Aikman got to say. I'm telling y'all, he's my favorite quarterback. If I had to list him and rank him, it's my favorite quarterback, man. It's my quarterback.
I don't know if he can be bothered with that right now. He's working on a big gas deal in East Texas. Look, there was probably some tongue-in-cheek with that with Jerry, and he was just talking to the Wall Street Journal. But really, when your defense is on fire and, for Cowboy fans who are invested, when they hear the quote, there's $100 billion present value with the gas out there, and that's why I'm not. That's why I'm talking to you on the phone, the Wall Street Journal, rather than trying to fix our defense with the Dallas Cowboys. You can see why Cowboy fans hear that and just go, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Hey. Before Troy go, let me get in on this. I know Jerry Jones probably was joking, right? But it's the optics of it, and we are dog water dead last in, dare I say, defense. Don't be playing with our feelings like this, Jerry. We want to win at all costs. And on top of that, you have the notion and the gumption to say that, hey, nobody else can do this job better than him and all of this stuff. We don't give a dog about, even if it's $100 trillion. We're not getting none of that money. Jerry. We just want to win, man. We want a team that's focused only on winning.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's not another general manager in the NFL or any sport for that matter that would make that comment in light of what's happening with the team. So, yeah, I'm not totally surprised by it, but I could certainly understand the frustration by Cowboys fans. And you know, that's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is. I think, in you know, when you look at it, I think as the titled general manager of the football team, I don't know that Jerry does what most general managers do. Most general managers are traveling around, going to games, watching players. There's you know, they're certainly not doing oil and gas deals or sponsorship deals or things of that nature. So, you know, that's not news to anyone listening to this. It's unorthodox. It's not the way it's done.
Right.
I think there's other people who probably handle more of the GM duties than what he does. But, yeah, it was a comment that I'm sure he'd like to have back because it doesn't reflect well on the commitment to the football team.
It's our weekly football visit with the Cowboys Hall of Famer Troy Aikman here on The Ticket. And as George mentioned, you and Joe get to see the Cowboys against the Cardinals on Monday night. Talk about this Arizona team. Kyler Murray is expected back at quarterback this week. He's in his 7th year now. First player taken in the draft overall back in 2019. He's a decent NFL quarterback, but it's never really clicked to the tune of what you expect out of a 1-1. What do you see when you watch Kyler Murray?
Yeah, it hasn't consistently. You know, there's been times, and we've had some of those games where he has played exceptionally well. Just hasn't consistently been there. How much of that is on him? How much of it is the organization and just, you know, personnel and some of the decisions that have made in that regard? It's hard to really tell. Of course, as you know, he missed the last 2 games. He's had a lot of success at AT&T Stadium. I believe he really enjoys coming back to Texas and playing. He must, because he's played really well when he's been there. I anticipate, especially after having had a couple of weeks off to get healed up, I would expect him to play well. I think this team coming off a bye week, they began the season 2-0. You know, they didn't play great teams, but then they've lost 5 in a row, as you know, and they've been close games. But that's the nature of the league. So it's hard to really put an asterisk next to that when a team's lost. But I do like Jonathan Gannon. I think he's a really good defensive mind. They're going through some growing pains on that side of the ball as well. But I think I do expect them to come in and have a good game plan, and I expect Kyler Murray to play well. What ultimately that means in terms of the outcome of the game.
It's crazy, man. Kyler Murray been gone for the last 2 weeks. They won the first 2 games, like he said, 2-0, and then they lost 5 games in a row, and now they get a chance to see the Cowboys at Texas Stadium in this brand of defense of Elam and Bland being on the outside, and we know how it's been looking all this year as far as our defense. My only battle cry for this week would be our offense got to play defense this week. Our offense got to play it. That's the only way. Now, at the crib, we should have less penalties, better communication, and everything else should work its way out. But our offense going to have to be our best version of this defense, believe it or not.
Is anybody's guess, but as you guys know, Dallas has been a much better team at home. That's been going on for a few years, and then coming off a tough loss, I expect them to come out and play well also. But you know, an important game. Probably more so for Dallas. It's hard to imagine at 2-5 that Arizona can climb back in it, but they could, and if they're going to, then you know they've got to find a way to win this game, and then I think for Dallas, if they're going to be what they think they could be, then they've got to start stringing some wins together, and that has to start on Monday night as well.
Have to.
I don't know if you heard the comments of Brian Schottenheimer yesterday, basically saying, you know, you can take stats and pretty much shove them where the sun doesn't shine. Doesn't matter to him or to Dak or anyone. Man, he seems
What was
to
that
be.
in reference to? I missed that. Was that
It was about stats, I
the
think.
offense or the defense we were talking about?
I think it was the offense they were talking about. Yeah, and he was saying, "Hey, we just want to win."
Yeah.
Man, I think he's been really impressive up to this point. Do you think I don't know, maybe he heard the Jerry comment and that's why he was a little salty yesterday. Do you think he is in any way frustrated midway through the season?
Yeah, how could he not be? I mean, he's been coaching a long time. Even going back to years that he spent coaching for his father, who was one of the best to ever do it. So there's no doubt that, especially if you're running the offensive side of the ball and the defense is struggling, and yet you've got to be the head coach and you're overseeing the entire team. I do think there would be a lot of frustration anyway, but I would think even more so. And I think I do believe, like you said, he's been really impressive. I think he has said all the right things. I think he's handled things really well. It's not always easy the way this season has gone and the way the two units have played in contrast to one another as the head coach. You walk kind of a fine line and making sure that nobody's pointing fingers and everybody's on the same page and yet holding people accountable. And I think he's handled all that exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But just kind of reading between the lines on some of the things that he has said, yes, I would agree that I sense frustration and I don't want to say despair, but knowing that this is an offense that's doing some things that's capable of making a pretty good run, and yet they just haven't been able to get it done. And we, there's been all these comparisons to Cincinnati,
right?
And we covered them last year. You guys saw them when they came to AT&T Stadium a year ago,
right?
In the year that Joe Burrow was having, and yet they didn't make the playoffs. And so last year, Dak got injured. We've seen him get hurt at other times. This year, he's healthy, and he's playing exceptionally well, and the offense is doing a lot of great things. And if you're not able to capitalize on that, whether it's Dallas or any other team, there's a lot of frustration that comes along with that, because typically if you get a quarterback who's playing at an MVP level, that usually means you're winning a lot of games, and you're playing really well, and you wouldn't expect them to have a losing record. So to not take advantage, at least up to this point, there's still plenty of football. Dallas still got it all out ahead of them, but it gets harder. But to not be able to capitalize when you have a quarterback playing at an MVP level would be frustrating for anyone.
Always a good football conversation. Hey, we're going to have Joe on the show on Monday. How about that?
That's what I heard. Yeah. How fired up are y'all?
We are very fired up. I don't know if Joe is or not.
No, you will be, yeah.
That's the mighty Troy Aikman, man. Speaking of a lot of facts right there, we do need some movement on defense to help out what we're doing on offense. And granted, the quarterback must play perfect is a strange area to put this team in, and the Cowboys been putting us in this situation. Now, granted, Dak Prescott, hey, he got to play perfect. So we most certainly got to call him out, and we most certainly got to get things moving and grooving and helping us out in that particular light, Cowboy Nation. Judah Redemption says beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Yeah, and that's what we need and that we should have done. So we behind on that 8 ball in that particular situation. And of course, there's a lot of good lip services with the coach, and we gonna need that said coach to get it right.
Good enough, coaches, players, head coach. None of us have done good enough. That's real. Our scorecard is what it is, and that's not just defensively. That's offensively. We're a football team. That's 3-4-1. You can take the stats on offense, and as far as I'm concerned, is what it is. We want to win. None of us.
Yeah, we want to win, but at the end of the day, coach, at the end of the day, you the one. You the one that got to get us right in this particular light. Cowboy Nation. Before we head a little bit further, let's sleep some information in on it.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Call your shot. Download Sleeper. Just don't forget about your boy Law. Just use that promo code LAW. This is what you get. $100 deposit match. $100 deposit match. Up to $100 when you download Sleeper. And when you use the promo code LAW, $20 from me to you. How about that? Once you download it, it's on the app for you to utilize and use. Cowboy Nation. All right. So appreciate each and every last one of you all. Seabass states, and hey, the phone lines will be open too, by the way. Be sure to jump on in on the phone line for your mind. Let me read a Q&A session. We'll get things going. Get your points together, and let's get things moving and grooving. If you don't have that hotline for your mind, it's 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Oil is the money and a lot more billionaires than Cowboy fans. Cowboys football. Salah says oil is the money and a lot more billions than Cowboys football. Yeah. I mean, Jerry gonna always be a billionaire. He ain't gonna have enough timeline to lose it all. So. There you go. He ain't going nowhere as far as that money. So once you get to that level of money that they are in, it just comes naturally to them. And we can get into more conversations. But before we do that, let's say you working for a company and they make billions of dollars and you slip and fall and hit your back or your neck. Man, let me tell you who you need to reach out to.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Most certainly, and the hotline for your mind is open. But before you jump into that, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, back with a combined of 100 years of experience. They're located here in Dallas. So if you T-bone, if you get hit from behind, smashed, be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. And if you can't dial that line, just visit frankelfirm.com. Cowboy Nation. 657-390-7391 is my number. Come on. Appreciate everybody, man. You know what? Franklin Frenkel was talking about feared by lawyers. Well, no, feared by insurance companies, right? And they should be feared by lawyers because they are the lawyers, so they fear by other lawyers, right? But with that being said, who on this defense do you fear? I need to know, I want to know. Who on this defense you do fear? But before we get things moving and grooving, I got from the 313. You're live. Talk to me. Yo, hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, Laws?
Man, I thought boy, you're skipping out on every words, man. What's good?
Hey, listen.
Go ahead.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, help me understand it. I know a lot about the game. I don't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Eberflus is a new defensive coordinator brought to the team. Not new in the position, but new to the team, right?
Okay.
He got to play. But you mean these dudes the whole summer? They go through the
on, man. G Cuddy. I'm trying. Hey, we gonna circle back to you, man. G. Oh my God, G Cuddy. No. Cuddy. G Cuddy. Why you do my God G like that, man? Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. That boy died a horrible death, didn't he? Shades, man. Oh my goodness. Cuddy! G Cuddy! Oh my God. Oh my goodness, man. All right, we gonna go to the next caller. And I haven't heard from this caller in a long time. But I don't know if I can get it after I've said all of them cutties. But she's a queen to be. Queen from the 910 UN.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Hey, doing great. Doing great.
I have a couple of questions. Eberflus.
Okay.
Does he have someone working like an assistant or people that work with him, on the defensive side of the experience on the defensive side of the ball as far as coaching? Other than him?
I don't know. I need to see who's the assistant defensive coordinator or defensive assistant, but I don't think it's no one else. I know Aaron Whitecotton, and then they got some guy. Name is the tip of my tongue far as the linebackers coach, Baganzi, I think that's how you say his name, and Overstreet or something like that for the DB coach.
Okay, because remember when we had like a kind of good defensive side where we had like a group of coaches that could have taken the next step. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of them, I think, is coaching at Washington right now.
Just Joe Witt Jr.
Yeah, he's coaching with what's his name?
Quinn.
And
yeah.
And so they didn't solidify that side of the ball as far as coaching and experienced personnel to have people to step in, because that man could get hit by a car tomorrow. Who would they put in that spot to take over that? Or that they would feel comfortable allowing to take over that?
As far as defense, man, at this point, they can put up open trials, and I'll probably make it. But at this point, it will be probably Baganzi or Aaron Whitecotton that will step in if something ever happened to Matt Eberflus.
Okay, and then I have another question. Back a long time ago when we were winning Super Bowls 30 years ago, a lot of times, remember when they said they have to win despite of the coaches?
Right.
Well, these people have been playing football all their damn life. Just like, what's the one, the one that's hurt right now. They got him on some IR or something. What's his name?
You talking about Trayvon Diggs?
Trayvon Diggs. Just like he came up with a solution and they started using it and the defense started playing better.
Right.
I'm sure that it's things that these players know that would make them be a better defense, that they need to get on the doggone Zoom call with each other and say, when they call a stupid ass, position or play or whatever, we got to do something else. This ain't working.
It definitely not. Sources close to the star tells Law Nation or told Law Nation that there's a lot of communication problems and the secondary is not pretty much understanding of what the defense is. And that's why we're having the issues. But I appreciate you for calling in, Queen.
All right. Take care.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you. That's Queen Cowboys. Great call. Just wanted to make sure that everything is working out as far as what will happen if in the event, and it would be sad if something ever happened to Matt Eberflus getting hit by a parked car. That would be horrible. You know what I'm saying? But, I think that it will be an interim coach, and he'd probably be from within. That's what the Cowboys probably would do at this point. Dave Campo, you right down the street, dog. Come on down. Rob Marinelli. Hey, bring Rob Marinelli back. At least somebody will be attacking the ball, dare I say. All right, I got from the 313, we circle back to Cuddy. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com, man. Talk to us, man.
Okay, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You went and swiped that card, didn't you? Let me go ahead and swipe the card to get the high speed of internet.
Click over the phone number 1.
Yes, indeed.
Somebody said I got 2 phones.
Yeah.
So listen. So this is my question. Is like, help me understand. You mean these cats that went through the whole summer? You know what I mean? I know they got to get in shape and all this stuff, but you mean they went through training camp, preseason, all this, and these cats still don't communicate? Now, I know they wasn't playing in the preseason games. Maybe that's part of it. But how is it that's seriously, like, I don't know this. Like, how is it this much? And they're like, well, he's still putting his defense in. He didn't have these efforts the whole summer, dude. Like what? What do you mean that they still learning this? I'm just, are they learning hooked on phonics? Like what's going? Help me.
Cuddy. I was told by a player that plays for the Cowboys that they are still not comfortable with this particular scheme, and there are other guys that still don't know the plays. Believe it or not, especially in the secondary. And that there's linebackers that's causing more harm than anything because they can't cover. And that's verifiable from a player that plays for the Cowboys. And that's just for what it is. That's what they told me. So we can look back and forward on, why these guys still don't know the playbooks or don't know the plays. But it shows. That's why when you play in zone and you got to think, when that ball is already released from the hand where you're supposed to be at, that's problems. And it's just problems. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I was going. You're right, because you playing zone. All it takes is for one guy to mess up.
Yeah.
That's all it takes, right? And the whole defense is blown. Defense is blown. So, all right. I mean, and the other question I had is in my mind. I saw those. And Dak is my guy, and I'm not. But I was frustrated with some of those interceptions.
Right.
I'm like, you got Pickens out there. Is this again where we've heard in the past where the Jones say, no, I want the ball going over here. You know what I mean? Because we got to get CDs. No, now this is conspiracy theory.
Right.
But it's like, are we forcing the ball in the CD? Because we need an excuse why we don't want to pay Pickens. Because you know how the Jones are. I can see them. We don't need to pay 2 wide receivers that much money.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way they think. It made no sense that they didn't go. They had the mismatch with Pickens one-on-one with a backup on it. Now, why the hell you forcing the ball in the CD like he the only one on the field you got? That don't make no sense to me, Law. It just don't.
I mean, political football always been present here. I can speculate that is going on. That is what's going on. But if the Cowboys, we are royally screwed. If the Cowboys are trying to say, hey, let's not feed Javonte Williams because we're going to have to pay him if he had 13 to 14 touchdowns this season. And let's not get the number too high for George Pickens, because if he fool around and have double-digit scores or what have you, he's going to ask for the sun and the moon. Let's go away and let's go make sure that we put the ball in the hand of the guy that we already paid, That,
got it.
All I can say is we royally screwed if that is the situation. But There's been research and studies that showed that the Cowboys did do something similar like that, and it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, Law. That's all I got. I appreciate these. Hey, this is the Cowboys. I tell people that you gonna drop them. I said, listen, this is like a game. It's one way in, one way out. You know what I mean?
No
so I'm Cowboys for life, man. So how about the Cowboys?
How about them, man? You know, and what they're referring to is Cole Beasley. You know, he talked about the front office dictates where the football goes. You know, and he was right. It's Cole Beasley. You know, he had no reason to lie. He wasn't going to benefit from it. And it would have been a different story if we didn't hear it from another player, and then all of a sudden Dez Bryant echoed the same things. You know, the front office do dictate who gets the ball. And, you know, it is what it is. And let me see if I can find it first. Calls out the front office, you know. So I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can find that clip, but we had it out there, and let me see. I think this is me right here. Boom. I don't know.
Sometimes.
Let me see.
I'm on Cole Beasley's side here.
There you go.
Son of John, $5.
Son of John.
Remember, don't let Emperor Palpatine, ops. I meant JJ, apply his powers of the Sith. You can see the public relations already in motion. Be careful.
Amen on that one. Truth is that, you know, and let me see if I can find this news scene. Here you go.
This dispute. I wonder why. That's your little friend now. Huh?
Because Stephen Jones to sit here and act like front offices don't get involved with the game plan. There's a reason why they got a little earpiece so they can listen to the play calls. There's a reason why they got a little bat phone so they can call down to the sidelines. Front offices around the league, and you talking about Jerry Jones's team?
He ain't even use the bat phone. He used to come on the sideline. I was there. I was like,
so
Jerry.
Edelman. Cole Beasley's on firm ground here, and Cole, thank you for retweeting my Whitlaw.
Right.
Smart man.
Look at that.
Yeah. But my clip's somewhere out there too. But you know, y'all get what I'm saying. He did call out the front office, and you know, it is for what it is. Let me see. I'm gonna put Law Nation on the tip of this one. You know, maybe I can pull up the algorithm that way. Boom. And I might have it somewhere in this one. That 2 hours, I can't have it that way. We'll let the next caller on the phone, but I appreciate y'all so much for your support here. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk. I got from the 678. You're live. From the 215. You're live.
What's up, Lord? How you doing, brother?
Hey, all is well. Can't complain.
Good, man. I've been thinking about how things are going, and I think this fan base, this team needs to come to one conclusion. And this statement should be written, posted all throughout the locker room, all throughout the facility for the next couple of weeks. No one is coming to save you. So I do hope we make a splash and get a big trade, but the fact is this defense needs help on every level. Front four, middle three, four, and back four. Every level needs help. So no one is coming to save you. Myles Garrett can't save you. Crosby can't save you. The cat from the Bengals can't save you. Unless we're getting Pro Bowlers from all three levels, this defense can't be saved this year. With that being said, I don't like to complain unless I have game plan or solutions. And so I think what
would be your solution? What's your solution?
We have to come to grips with our identity. Every successful team needs to have an identity and stay true to that identity.
Right.
Our identity for 2025 season is that we have the most high-powered and dangerous offense in the NFL. That's our identity. Nothing to do with defense.
Right.
So we need to lean on that. Lean on it. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. So yeah. So the strength of this team is offense, right? So our identity is high-powered offense, but that's only at the crib. We average about 40 points at the crib, 20 to 24 points on the road. So that's our identity on offense, meaning that this offense have lack of communication on the road. They need to work on silent counts, and they need to get back to small football as it relates to when you're inside your own 20, meaning running the ball, making sure that you score, because you can't give it back to this defense. Let me see. We got a super chat. Hold tight.
Jerry Nem treat the coaching staff like they do the team. Dollar Santo staff, and I'm sick of this shit.
No doubt. We all sick of it. But with what you're saying is basically with defense, no one can save this defense. I can say this though. What do help out all three levels on defense?
Pass rush.
Yeah. So if we can,
yes, sir.
if we can just get some type of correction there, then hopefully we can get something going. All we need, wait a minute, can somebody come up, if we win the rest of our home games, right? Can somebody put that number down of what our record would be? We just got to steal some games on the road.
Just home, you mean?
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Hold on. If we can just win our home games, yeah. Let me look up our schedule right quick. You know. Let me look up we just need to sneak a road game here and there. That's what we down to.
Sir.
And
yes,
all right, so right now what we 3-4-1. All right, so
we got 4 more at the crib.
Got 4 more at the crib. You sure about that? All right, so hold on. We got this game at the crib, right? So that's 4-4-1. At Vegas.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
At Vegas, I think that could be considered a home game for us because it's going to be inside a dome. I think that the Cowboys should be able to listen and hear. So our offense should be able to win that game. That make us 5-4-1. We go, is that a home game at Philly? 6-4-1.
Yes, sir.
It's a home game in Kansas City. So that should be 7-4-1. We go on the road in Detroit. But if we 7-4-1, and if it fool around and fall into our favor, we can probably steal one. But I'm gonna say we lose that game, right? 7-5-1. We go a home game in Minnesota, so that's 8-5-1. Home game at Los Angeles, 9-5-1. We lose that game in Washington because we gonna go on the road. They're gonna split with us. So that's 9-6-1. And then that New York, we're gonna have to steal this game. But if not, that's 9-7-1. So we can probably end the season 9-7-1, depending on whatever the Eagles do. If they drop off or what have you, we could be in good favors. But if not, boy, that's where we at. 9-7-1.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Law. If I'm Jody, I'm pulling Dak, CD, GP, and Javonte in the office. I'm looking right now and say, guys, I need 40 a game here on out.
Yeah.
40 a game. This is what we pay off of. Y'all 40 a game.
Right.
Every win we had, minus the Jets win, we scored 40 a game.
Yeah.
Jets, we scored 37. He's right there.
Yeah.
So that's the trend. If we don't score 40, we're going to lose. And that's not a lot for this offense, Law. I seen us put up 40 against the Giants, and we left a lot of meat on the bone.
Yeah.
We can score 40 a game.
We can. I
we
think
have the best kicker in the game.
I think you 1,000,000% right, fam. Appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, indeed. He reveals. He opened my eyes up to something. Yeah. Anyone pulling up for the Texas Live for first take or fake take? Shout out to you, Mighty. If y'all pulling up, man, let me know. And I'm gonna see I'm gonna see if I can get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Take me through there. Take me through there. You know what I'm saying? All right. But that is a good observation. I think that we can probably pull that off. And I got a theory. And even though we got blown out last year with Detroit or what have you, but my theory, and I know it's going to be hard for us to slow down Detroit's defense because they got some dogs, boy. And I'm not overlooking Kansas City Chiefs at all. But if we can win the shootouts at the crib, and if we can continue to be good, excellent, because we can hear each other, and the guy's going to be wearing the gear on and mindset going to be happy on offense. I got a theory, though. My theory is that maybe we just a dome team, too, though. I could be off. I could be wrong. I got from the 304, you're live on the nation. Hey, Lou, talk to me.
Law. Hey, look, man. First and foremost, why are we surprised about what Jerry Jones is saying? He's shown this throughout his 30 years that he doesn't have the acumen to build a team.
Right.
That was Jimmy. We're still tied into, in his mindset, he built that and he didn't. Jimmy had all of this tied up.
Right.
You know, once you had one outlier, right? And now you have everybody under your thumb. You can't build a team that way. You can't. So, but he can build a business. I give you that.
Right.
He can build a business, and that's what he's done, and that's what he's good at. But I want to say that if we are, as Cowboys fans, what we have to do, we have to just temper our expectations. We're expecting them to jump and do this and that and the third, and they're not. They're just not there. We don't have a defense. We have front office playing quarterback, and that's what really pisses me off with Dak, though. Dak, like, bro, you've already got your money. You've already been through this. Why are you still playing this game with them? Like, I get it. You're trying to build your career and this, that, and the third, but when does winning become the main thing? It hasn't been the main thing for a long time. When does winning become the main thing? Because you have to throw the ball, you have to make the play, you have to change the call. So at the end of the day, it does go back to the players. So I will say that also, Law, I need you do a hell of a job of telling the truth. Please don't change that.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that you had an opportunity to go to the dark side, and then they ask you to change a bunch of your stuff, making sure that you align with the Joneses.
Hey, I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it though.
Yeah, don't do it. But always just remember, please keep it 100. I understand there's some things you can't say.
Yeah,
we already know that. Yeah. Kenneth Murray is the reason the linebackers are trash. We already know Elam is the reason, one of the reasons why the DBs are trash and our safeties are trash. We already know that.
Right.
So if we are still having a communication issue, then you're looking at those players right there, because we had the same players last year, and we were respectable going this time of the year. We were a little bit more
climbing up a little bit. Yeah.
So I get it, right? Like we're all as Cowboy fans and content creators.
Right.
We want to see the best. We want to do the best. But this is just the same bullshit that Jerry has been doing over years. He knows he's not if we trade for somebody, it's not going to be a big name. We already know that. Temper your expectations. They understand they're
in closing.
$1 billion. We're treating this Dallas Cowboy $1 billion organization like a mom and pop store. Look who's in the front office. Look who's doing the decision making, and look how they hired. They're not getting rid of Eberflus, because why? He said a long time ago, why am I going to pay you to sit at home? Cowboy Nation, keep it real.
No doubt, man. That's my guy right there, Lou. I mean, he's right. Jerry don't like to have his money sitting at the crib, right? And he's overly optimistic, and that's his superpower. Being able to be optimistic and keeping your mindset saying that this will work, right? And that means you not tapped into the reality of it, and he could be tone deaf. And I'm talking about Jerry Jones. I think I found the clip, and this was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Let me see if I look the same. It almost messed me up for a second. All right, so this was 3 years ago, and it was the front office dictate who gets the ball. And I'm going to fast forward and see if we can get things going. Hold on. Video earlier about him pushing P, basically.
Number one, this is a big deal to the Dallas Cowboys. It's a big deal to this stadium. It's a big deal to sports.
For that boxing match to happen right here in Arlington. And that's good. That's good. But my only thing was, he said this will benefit the Cowboys. Come on, man. Hey, man, that don't benefit the Cowboys. That benefit you. And, of course, if you want to personalize the brand, a third of us were fans of the Cowboys before you bought the team. And shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. You know what benefit the Cowboys? You putting Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. To the boxers out there. Man, I can't find it. I thought I had. I'm sitting here like, yeah, man, what I was talking about in this clip. All right, so I'm going to find the clip and I'm going to repost it later on, but let's get things moving and grooving. Shout out to that other law right there. That Law Nation 3.0, I believe. All right, I got from the 478, then I got Jake the Great, hold tight for us. 478, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, Law, how you doing, brother?
All is well. Can't complain.
That's good. That's good. Well, I want to touch on, like the last caller, man. As long as, Jerry's in control, I feel that we need a pass rusher to make our secondary better. When we had Michael Parsons made Trayvon Diggs done better. These games we playing with these quarterbacks, we can't even get them on the ground. And as weak as our secondary is, they're giving that quarterback time to pick us apart. So, I'm 54 years old, man.
Yep.
And Jerry Jones been running this organization for a long time. I even got some clip posted on my page, ABM Sport.
Okay.
With a clip with him and Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson sitting down together. And the man said, do you think Jerry Jones a coach? He said, no. He's not a coach. Jerry came back out and said, no, I'm not a coach. But it's his pride of holding the Cowboys back for so many years. It don't matter who we get, because they're not going to be somebody that can really, give to the team like somebody who already had Super Bowl experience, a top pass rusher. Jerry don't deal like that.
Right.
And he always I hate how he draft our players. We get good draft picks sometimes, but he runs them into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He runs them into the ground. And it's been a long time until Jerry Jones come off his pride and his high horse.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna get nowhere. Like I say, Jerry Jones is stopping us, really. And I love my Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
But let's don't look for no Super Bowl right now, because Jerry is running everything.
No doubt, man. So what else you got before I let you go?
Hey, we got to get that pass rusher, Law. We need that pass rusher, not just anyone. We need a quality, good pass rusher.
Come on with it, man. All right, appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, Chief. Appreciate you, man.
God bless you, man. Love you. Peace.
Much love to him. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Jerry gonna be Jerry, right? We get that, He's in the way. He's that gnat at a barbecue, Regardless, you're just trying to eat your food, and all of a sudden that gnat just keep flying, and you fly it away, and you hush it away, and it's just there. We do need a pass rusher, though. They ain't cheap. And it's the price of doing business. One of them good ones, is going to cost you $30 to $35 million. That's just for what it is, or more. That's the price of doing business. Let's see, I can't put that anywhere else. Unless you homegrown them, it's just the price of doing business. I got from the 561 Jake the Great. You're live.
Yo, Lon, can you hear me good?
Hey, it's muffled. It's muffled. But what you got?
All right. Check this out. I'm calling in today. Oh, damn, man.
I know, man.
Can you hear me better now?
6 or 7. Come on. Let me see. Let me hear you.
All right, can you hear me better now? If not, I'll just say, how about them Cowboys and take off, man?
Make a quick point, and then I'm going to answer it offline, off air. Go ahead.
All right, well, my quick point is, I'm not confident with this game, only because our running game, the Cowboys' running game is good because we got the running coordinator from the Cardinals, and they run like a scheme where they have a lot of guard movement, similar to the Carolina Panthers. So now we're playing the Arizona Cardinals. They still run that same type of running scheme. And with a running quarterback, my fandom is an all-time low, Law. So that's my quick point, and I'll check you next time.
No doubt, man. Good call from you. All right, that's my guy, Jake the Great. And he cleared up a little bit, but, we can run the ball fairly pretty good. Of course, we got Clayton Adams. He's been the unsung hero for us in calling play designs. And even though he probably installed the plays and get the script going together because he is the OC, Schottenheimer calls the plays, right? So he's installing them as Schottenheimer calls them. So in this game, he should know most of this team's particular weaknesses, and we should be able to capitalize off of it. But when we look at the Cards, they have a better defense than us. When we look at the Cards, they're 2-5, but they have a better defense than us. And 2-5 is not that far away from 3-4-1 too, right? We only won one more game than them. So we are in that tier of where they are at. So in order for us to separate us from them, we got to showcase something out there on the field. Cowboy Nation, all right? Let me see what we have here. I got 972, then I have DJ. But 972, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, Nation. How you doing, buddy?
All is well. All is well.
Man, I missed you last week. I'm the one who called you on Friday.
Okay.
And said that, if I call you, if the Cowboys win, I'm going to call you every week. They beat the Commanders,
You beat the Commanders.
That week of the Friday. And I forgot to call you last week, and they lost. So I'm calling you today.
So it's your fault.
Tell me, man.
It's your fault, man.
Yeah, man.
It's your fault.
I know, man.
Oh, my gosh,
hey,
man.
Dude, what hours are you on? Are you on the same hours every day?
No, man. I just get in when I can, man. Unfortunately, turn those notifications.
You, that's probably why.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, though. What you said about the team not knowing the scheme, that says right then and there that something's got to fucking change.
Yeah.
You got to change something up. You can't just. This guy, I know that he's changed because he's gotten help from Schottenheimer. And they've changed stuff up, but this. Do people realize how bad this defense is? This defense. Yeah. Matter of fact, Blogging the Boys found in the whole history of the NFL, there are 15 defenses of the worst of all time.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys of this year and Cincinnati of this year are on that list, where they've given up so many yards and so many points. They are historically bad, not just unorganized, not just pitiful, but they are historically bad.
Right.
And that can't be all the players. It's got to be a combination, but I think it's more the coaching than it is the players, because these are the same players that played for Zimmer last year.
Yeah.
And last year, we weren't great. We had Micah, some of it, but it wasn't his. This is worse than Mike Nolan. I thought Mike Nolan was the worst defense of it.
Yeah.
This tops that.
The dark days,
and it's the only reason we're not winless is because we have a Super Bowl caliber offense. So it's just very frustrating.
No doubt, man. In closing, what else you have?
Well, I don't know if y'all heard this, but Bobby Belt on 105.3 The Fan, he had some ideas about helping the defense.
Right.
He said getting Minka Fitzpatrick, signing the cornerback who's not playing right now. He used to play for the Cowboys and the Patriots. I forget his name.
Gilmore. Gilmore.
Yeah, Gilmore.
Uh-huh.
Getting Gilmore, because they said that he plays zone really, really well, and he can really help the team because he understands the scheme. And if they're going to play zone, at least see, all you have to do is make this defense not historically bad.
Right.
Just make it bad or make it below average, and they have a chance. And I'm telling you this, because I'm really superstitious.
And close it though.
Call every week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call every week, dude, and watch what happens if they win. Okay.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. I named him It's Your Fault, by the way. So his new name from here on out, It's Your Fault. Put a round of applause to Sadiq Charles. I know it don't come across the screen, but she just sent a big PayPal over here on Law Nation Sports, and I really appreciate her and all of what she's able to do for the community and beyond. So put a round of applause for her. Put SC in the chat. Yeah. And, of course, she's one of the top on the leaderboards here, as you guys can see scrolling down below. I really appreciate y'all love and adulation for the nation. So, yeah, if somebody can send me that clip of Bobby Belt solutions on how we can fix this team now opposed to waiting later. There's footages of me going over Malik Hooker's tape, right? And when I was looking at his tape, I was looking back at the last 3 years and all the way up into this point, and I was seeing that when Malik first initially got here, they were utilizing him more as a mix piece, meaning that they would put him in times inside the box, and then they'll put him back on top of the roof, and he was moved around. And that is a very, very wise thing to do with him when he do come back. But for right now, what we're seeing, historically speaking, is that this defense is on a pathway to being one of the worst defenses of all time. I got DJ, and then we have B-Bird. Hold tight. DJ from the 607, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Yo, hey, yo, Law, I was calling in a minute, but have you gone crazy?
I mean, I may have.
Just tell you this. 6 of the 7 seeds in the playoff are already locked in. You're telling me Seahawks, Detroit, San Fran, we're going to beat it. We still got Kansas City, Detroit, the Chargers. It's over, Law. It's over. I'm sorry to say that I came here with positivity all the time, but it's over.
What?
Tell me this. NFL players, what is their main responsibility when they play football?
Play football.
To know the playbook. Yeah. So how you're telling me that our players don't know the playbook? And there's no accountability? There's no accountability for them not knowing the plays.
Yeah, so, I can see that.
honestly, Law, yo, I look at our team like a designer team.
Right.
They're only good to watch. I love watching them because they're fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
My brother is a Denver Bronco fan. And you know what he said to me after it was 3-0? It was over. He said, it's over, bro. I said, What do you mean? He says, you can't match us, and we got a defense. We can keep talking about our defense till the cows come home. Nothing's going to happen. Jerry's going to keep playing. Jerry's got the nerve to say our pass rush is okay, that they're getting better. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The best thing we have, honestly, going in is to sign Pickens. That's the only thing we have good coming right now. Is if we sign Pickens. Because I don't see no hope, man. Thanksgiving, we got the Chiefs with Ray Rice back. You think our defense is good? They're going to score 80 on us.
Yeah. We're gonna eat our dinner before that game. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh man, I want it so bad. We gotta go on a run though. No bullshit. We gotta go on a run. Nothing to stop. We know our defense is shitty. It doesn't matter. Dak, every drive, we receive the ball. Don't kick the ball. We need the ball. We gotta go 7-7-7-7-7-7 until our face is blue.
You ain't lying.
It's so bad, Law. It's so bad. Stephen A. is on TV trying to help us out.
That is bad.
When has he ever done that?
Oh, my gosh, never. But he tried to butter up Jerry because Jerry coming into town. Well, Stephen A. coming into town, and Jerry going to be on the show this Monday.
I got this with Arizona. I got this with the Raiders. It's going to get hard, man. We got to go on the road and put the points up, man.
No doubt, man.
We got to go on the road and put the points up.
Appreciate you for calling in, but still let me hear you say it, though, then, DJ.
Man, how about them Cowboys? DC for life, man.
DC for life. See, it's not tied to any conditions, right? It's not DC if we win. You look, y'all heard that energy? You know, Michael Rappaport, man. Yeah. You know, he followed the channel as well. But, yeah. DC for life. It's not tied to any conditions here, baby. All right, B-Bird. He is next on. Appreciate everybody. Do me a huge favor. Phil Henderson, hold tight. But B-Bird from the 409, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Law? How you doing today, brother?
Hey, all is well, man. What you have for us, man?
Well, I didn't catch most of the show, but I don't know if have you discussed the Aiden Hutchinson signing and just kind of what all went around that?
Aiden Hutchinson signing?
Yeah, the defensive end from Detroit Lions. They signed him for a 4-year, I think, $180 million contract.
Yeah. We talked about that last season, you know.
Oh, okay. So they just signed him yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing about Aiden Hutchinson is, I looked at the way that everything went with that, and then I listened to Ryan Clark talk about it, and he said, "Man, the thing about Detroit," he said, I sent you the clip. You probably hadn't had a chance to see it. He said the reason why I would love to play for Detroit is because I know if I come there, I'm going to develop. They got a lot of players.
I got the clip. I got the clip here. It was in my roll right here.
Oh, okay.
Hold tight. Let me play it. So for context, man, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Okay.
No
problem.
This for any college kid. There is no team in the NFL that I'd rather be drafted to than the Detroit Lions.
Because?
If you go to the Detroit Lions, one, you're going to be developed. Yeah. I'm a Ross A. Brown, J-Mo Williams, Aiden Hutchinson.
Penei Sewell.
Two, you're going to be paid.
Yep.
It is such a compliment to not only Aiden Hutchinson, but Brad Holmes. He said, look, you're coming off an injury. Yeah. If you can show me that you're the same person, I promise I won't make you wait. Yeah. I promise you'll get paid. His word. And he kept his word.
It's like the Eagles.
It's like the Eagles.
Yeah.
You get drafted to this team, you will not only develop, win, but you'll get taken care of. That's an important thing in the locker room. This is for any.
No doubt, man. So that's Ryan Clark on for those who just listening in. That's Ryan Clark on the Lions, and that's what you're supposed to be, proactive. If you drafted those guys, you should be able to be more knowledgeable of those guys that you drafted, and that's why it should be easy layup when it's time to extend.
And one thing too, it sends a message to the rest of the locker room. Hey, y'all come here, y'all work hard, y'all perform, and you're gonna get compensated for it. That's just what it is. And so that's what they've done. They're like Philadelphia. They got a lot of guys that they signed the contracts. They kind of defer them off and keep the cap hit low. But what it is you want to juxtapose that against how Jerry Jones handled the Michael Parsons contract situation. And we talk about two guys are damn near equal, Aiden Hutchinson and Parsons. And the only thing different is a GM that knows what he's doing and an owner that's in his feelings. And that's why we got the situation we have now. But I just kind of wanted to just put that out. But I wanted to say one thing too, man. Mm-hmm. And I can't get over it. So Eberflus is taking a lot of blame, and he should, right?
Right, rightfully so.
But at the end of the day, man, I posed this question to a content creator. I said, if you were a team, say you were Kansas City,
right?
Who would you want to get off the Cowboys defense to get you over the hump? Who would you trade a 5th-round draft pick for to get you over the hump?
If I was Kansas City Chiefs and I'm looking at who I can pick up freely from the Cowboys, regardless of when they were drafted or tradable, man, I'll take definitely Amir's Learfowl for a 5th off the Cowboys. I would definitely take if the Cowboys are stupid, they would definitely put in a 5th for Bland. You know, I think Bland would be a beast over there. Especially with Spags over there. Ooh, man, Bland would have 9 interceptions, man.
But the point I'm making is the Cowboys really don't have a lot of talent on defense, man.
Right.
They really don't. If you look at, and I'm talking about pre-injury, if you go back and look at it, what they've done is, and I heard somebody else say this,
right?
They gambled. They gambled at the linebacker position. Man, we can just get some guys in here and some subpar guys. They gambled at the defensive end position because they said, we'll let one of the premier defensive ends go, and we can just make it with these other guys. Then they gamble at the corner position with the health situation.
Right.
And they gamble at the safety position because the talent ain't really there. It's just a gamble. If you go back and look at offense, they did not make one gamble on offense. They made running back. But everybody else were proven guys. The offensive line, they didn't gamble that. They went got first-round draft picks to put them in there. But what they do is they put their money on the offense, and they just try to figure out the defense, and it's coming back to bite them, man. And I guess that's all I have. I'm gonna let you go, man. But I wanted to say this: if you really look at this, man, everything goes back to the ownership and Jerry and Jimmy, man.
Right.
And I know I say that a lot, but it really does. And so this construction of this defense, yeah, we can blame Eberflus, but if you take off Michael Parsons, it changes everything for Eberflus. And I'm not even taking him off the I'm not taking him out of it. But the thing about it is, you can't give him this and then say, hey, man, make me a great Thanksgiving dinner when you're giving me a turkey and doggone one can of green beans.
Right.
I know you got other people. I'm going to let you later, brother.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
I mean, I think that people overreact and underrated the whole ideal of what number 11 was for this team. And I get it. A lot of people got fed up and they picked sides and they chose to select the Jones side, right? And I get it. Billionaires fighting and squabbling over millionaires' money, and us thousandaires or hundredaires, you know what I'm saying? Penny heirs, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a bone to fight with in this particular situation, or nothing to really move the needle at this situation. All we want is the team to do the things that we know that they are capable of, and that is what Detroit did, right? But they make it such a soap opera. They make it such, hey, we got to get money and remunerations from clicks and these sorts of things and hot topics and talking 2 to 3 times a week. It's very draining, right? And nobody sullies and speak ill of their players as much as the Cowboys do when it's time for that said player to get paid. All of a sudden, things are leaked out. Articles are being written, right? So this is the price of doing business with the Cowboys, right? No one, not even one beat writer or reporter knew that Aiden Hutchinson was going to get damn near a quarter of $1 billion, right? But Aiden Hutchinson got that just the other day. But if it was for the Cowboys, and if he was here, regardless of what the situation and scenario would be, it would have been talked about for weeks. It would have been carried out for months. It would have been one of those situations whereas at some point people would have been able to drive a wedge down the field, and then there would have been people saying that, you know what, pass rushers are really not needed in order to win a Super Bowl, right? Look at what X, Y, and Z teams were able to win. No, you need that. You need that. But this is for what it is. The Cowboys, the most talked about team and the most team to do all of the talking. I got Phil from the 423. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Law, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, fam.
All right, good, man. Listen, where my head is right now, I would love to see the Cowboys kind of change a few wrinkles on defense and on that offensive line. When you see that they stacking the line coming after Dak like they are, we got at least 8 offensive linemen that are serviceable. They are good enough that they can get significant playing time. Right. And from time to time, I would love to see us do that Sean McVay or Sean Payton type move where we have a jumbo line out there protecting Dak, giving him more time to scan the field, even if you have to take somebody off the field in order for us to do that, because Dak has proven that if you give him time, he can do some damage. And I would love to see them try that. On defense, I like to see them stack the line, maybe play with 5 defensive linemen, maybe 3 tackles in the middle, 2 defensive ends, and really try to get into those running lanes and clog them up so that we can try to stop the run, man. Because, we could play with 2 linebackers and be fine with that. We've been trying to play with 3 linebackers, but the linebackers are not very good. And I think that might be a cure to some of the stuff we're doing, especially when Overshown comes back. If you could put Louis Fowler on one side and Overshown on the other, I think we would do a lot of damage with that kind of lineup, to try to stop the run, and then, see if we can put some pressure on the quarterback without, letting these guys get double teamed in the middle like we've been doing.
Phil, you got some great points on that, man. I thank you. I'm going to respond off air, man. Thank you so much, Phil.
Okay, appreciate it.
Good call from Phil, especially on that. And one of the things that he's saying is making adjustments and adaptation and adapting. If y'all listen to the Cowboys Collective, and I'm only bringing this up because someone on the panel absolutely get a chance to see practice or get a chance to see the opening of practices and things like that and talk to the coaches and beyond. And John Machota lamented the fact that just maybe Mears Leofow is not sought after as it relates to this particular team coaches. Like, he's not one of the favorites. So that's why you seeing him getting less reps and less snaps, and that's just for what it is, unfortunately. Right? Phil got great ideals, right, of let's bring in 5 guys on the line, and that way we can be able to be more versatile and getting pressure. Well, we haven't seen that, even though we've been banging the table saying, hey, you got man-to-man corners. Why are they playing zone? Because Matt Eberflus' philosophy and system is vision-based defense, a zone-based defense, right? You play base all day, 4-3. So he's not going to change out of his ways on that. And that's one of the things. He's going to die by his philosophy. Can his philosophy work? Yes. But if you don't have the personnel or the people that can play your said system, and you continuing to call your philosophy, it goes all the way back to what I said earlier, like last week or such. Just because I dial up a play for Shaquille O'Neal to shoot the 3, and I execute that play design, and I'm telling everybody, hey, this play design will work if only he execute the play and shoot the 3 and make it. Well, it's not going to work. All right, we got a Cowboys PR post showing some good clips of Trayvon Diggs running the ball, and I'm going to show that before I let the next speaker on. But I appreciate each and every last one of you all, because it got to be because Cowboys don't let reporters showcase film. So it's crazy, and this is, let me see if I can mute it, because you're not allowed to videotape anything out there at practice, but they allowed this one to be out there visible. So this is Trayvon Diggs getting some quality workout during rehab session. This is my first time seeing them allowing this footage right here. So what I'm going to say here is why did he have to go to IR? Why did they tell us that it was a concussion? Then why did they all of a sudden said on his non-hurt knee that he may need surgery? And I don't see a brace. I don't see anything on that non-surgical knee that they're showcasing that something is wrong with that leg. So where somebody got to give us the truth, man. Tell us the truth of what really happened. And they got him running. Let me get the next caller on. The next caller I got from the 347, and thank you, Jeffrey, for the Cash App. Thank you. But from the 347, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
What's good, Law Nation? What's good, chat? It's Soul God is here. How you doing?
All is well. Can't complain.
All right, I'm going to try and get my points in and out because I'm pretty sure the line is long. For the offense side of the ball, I hope we're done with the blue experiment. It sounds like we are. They're bringing up Malik Davis. We know what he can do and what he can't do, but at least we know he can run and continue. And he gets yards after carry.
Yeah.
So he get a little yak, and he's always pushing forward with his feet. So I'm happy with that. The thing with Blue, if you want to develop him and keep him, I said it, put him on returns, punt return, kick return, whatever.
Right.
That way he can learn to see the field, see the lanes, and take the thumps. Because you can see when he's running, he's scared to take hits. That's why he always keep doing them hezzy steps instead of burst. He got the speed. If he just dig his foot in and burst and go, he would have open field, but he doesn't do that. So until he learns that, I don't want to see him in the backfield. I'm so sorry.
No doubt.
When it comes to the offensive line and people talking about Dak be having an off day, you got to look at the line. If he's getting defenders running free in his face all the time, he's going to have an off day. And that's just a fact. You cannot expect him to be a miracle worker. And when he got people 200, 300 barreling down on him, 2 or 3 people at a time. And we see that they're jumping on him to get him to the ground. It's not like they're trying to knock him off his placement. They're trying to dirt the guy. So he's not trying to take them hits because he's not trying to get his hamstring messed up again. It is what it is. On the defensive side of the ball, look, man, I think is my conspiracy theory with Trayvon Diggs. I think they're now showing stuff for him because they're seeing the writing on the wall. I don't think Revel is where they want him to be, even though they keep hinting at it. I really don't, not with that big-ass brace on his leg. And I think they're seeing the fact that, he was right. And that's why Trayvon is staying quiet. He's like, no, let me get my money and let me let the tape speak for itself. And the only thing with the trench line, when it come up front, I don't like to see too small. We got small guys on the line expecting them to pass rush.
Right.
When you looked at the tape and I looked at the film, Mozzie and Clenny Clark together and then a couple other guys, we were getting pressure. When it's just Kenny Clark up there and then Osa and Sam Williams, they're all too small. And Kenny's the only big dude. So they're knocking Clenny to like 3 or 5 yards sideways. And then the other guys are not moving nowhere. We're only rushing. We're rushing with small guys. We can't get penetration that way. I'm mad that we don't see more of James Houston.
Right.
We don't see more of Maris Lufau. I'm tired of Elam. And I think because Elam's now going to go sit down, that's why they're showing stuff for Diggs' return. So that's all I got to say about that. I'll let you say whatever you need to say, and I'm going to get off. Take you guys. Have a good day.
Yes, indeed. That's so goddess, with great delivery of the information right there. I got no rebuttal. To what she just said, Shout out to Soul Goddess. All right. From the 206, you in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law? How you doing, brother?
All is well. Peace.
Oh, man. I'm just listening to these shows.
Right.
But the shows, man, what everybody's messing up at, it's not about you talking about you got talent. It's about if you put the people in the right spots. And that's for all the teams, because every team don't got 11 Pro Bowlers.
Right.
They probably have 1 or 2. Like them Denver players, I never heard of all them Denver players.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that guy you said got $100 million. The D tackle. I'm like, huh? He got more money than Simmons. So you tell me that guy's better than Simmons? And he got $100 million? So that shows you the NFL is overpaying players. Now, what he does, he keep fighting, you know what I'm saying? The wrong with the Cowboys players, they don't fight. And that's why they be getting their butt whooped in the trenches. They don't fight enough. Now, how you can fix this defense, Law?
Yeah, how you fix defense?
Mm-hmm. This is how you fix the defense, Law.
Yeah.
It's real easy. Except if I'm the coach. I'm putting big number 2 at nose tackle. Big man, I want you to rush this center all game. I'm putting 95 and 97. I'm playing a 3-4 now, Law. And I got 41 and 42 as the ends.
Right.
The linebacker, I'm playing 35 and probably on, then I'll take, I know number 59 or 50, but I'm putting 35 because number 35 used to call plays for us. I don't know what happened with that. And the boy ain't dumb. And then you play in your corners, 26. Elam is killing me. I'll probably have to, I'll play 25, but I'll tell him I'm going to help him over the top. Lord, you my safety. I'm going to play one side of my zone, the other man is man-to-man. You see what I'm saying, Lord? And then on the passing down, that's when you take one of the linebackers out. 14, you coming in, you're going to check the line. You're going to stay your side of the field, 35 on this side. One of y'all, 35 is going to rush. 14 going to check the tight end when he come out. You see what I'm going there, Lord? And the guy that impressed me at safety, your boy number 27. He can play that safety, the little corner. I watched the field on that touchdown, Lord. It was common sense. This dude stayed in the middle of the field like he's supposed to. His man was coming at him. He looking at 25, supposed to stay on the outside. He's supposed to make his man go to the inside, but 27 was that. But he got caught, and that's how they got burned.
Yeah.
The dude was playing. I watched the tape. Your boy was in a position. He could tackle, and everything was perfect. But the problem is, on first and second, you can play a 3-4. And then on third, if you want to rush, then you can play a 4-man. You see what I'm saying, Lon?
Yeah.
The problem is, because now
give me the numbers to play again.
Oh, what we gonna play, the 3-4?
No. The number 25. Who all you play again?
Well, I know the corner. I'm gonna go and play Blaine at corner, bump and run, or 5 yards out. I'm telling my corners, the scared our corner. Man, you used to play football.
Right.
No, you ain't checking nobody if you playing 10 yards out. Number 25, I'm gonna go on play him because y'all don't like Elam, because Elam don't want to tackle, man.
Yeah.
Elam be missing. Oh my God! So you got to get him off the field. Elam off the field. I'm gonna go on number 25. I'm gonna help him. That's the only guy I'm helping on the field. 25. I want you to punch, bump and run, or play 5 yards off in the zone. You see what I'm saying? Don't play no damn 10 yards off. Because if you play 10, you're gonna get cooked. So 25, I'm gonna got your back. It's like Law. You playing safety, Law. I want you to help this kid. You smart. In the middle, you play your side of the zone, and I'm on the other side. I'm playing the right side of the field. It's common sense, y'all. I'm playing the right side. Law playing the left side. We got the middle covered. Nobody's getting over the top. Never. And then our main focus, we're going to have 25. Now the quarterback looking over there, he see you, he ain't coming. He got to go back to Blair's side. Blair's side is covered. Now by the end, Law, if you don't get a sack by the end with a 5-man rush, shame on you. But now, 97 Love penetrate. He'll be able to penetrate. Now he going one-on-one, 95 going one-on-one. Because the center, because they double blocking them with 95. Now, if you try to double block 95 this time, the center get his ass whooped. Now, even Mozzie could play now. Mozzie. Only thing I'm asking you to do, Mozzie, do not let this center beat you up, Mozzie. The only thing you got to worry about, Mozzie Smith, if you on the field playing, I want you to bull rush this center every game. 93, bull rush the center. So 97 and 95 is going 101. They could eat now. I'm looking at the game, I'm saying, why this guy don't see what I see? Unbelievable.
Right. Yeah. So in closing, man, give me the numbers. You're gonna play again, man. Just give me the numbers, man.
Well, I was gonna play. What's the number 27? I think they found a safety. The kid number 27 that played corner for us. Who they picked up? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You want me to say that?
No, don't say the numbers. Just give me the name. Don't say the name. Just give me the numbers, man. Give me the numbers, man. You give me the numbers.
27. Put number 27. Let's keep it safe.
27.
And who else? 25 that's playing corner right now. I'm gonna help him with my safety over the top to help him.
Hold on. You're going too fast. 27, 20, and who else? 27.
Number 25.
25.
You know some bad names.
All right, now you good. And what else the other number you going to play?
Well, our boy 14.
14. All right, give me another number.
That's a safety. They're going to play in and out. The two safeties is going to be 27, 14, and all the other safeties hurt. So you got to play 14 and 27. But the linebackers, you got to play your boy.
35.
35. And number 59 be killing me. Murray be hurting me sometime, man. Long. He don't need to be with he needs to play the outside long.
No doubt, man. Hey.
He can't cause he can't call no defense. That's why he all over the field. One game he played good, one game he played bad.
And in closing, what would be the number one number you looking for out there?
The number one number?
Yeah.
The key, because they're killing on the run, I'm playing my big toy. I'm starting Toya at nose tackle.
What's the number? 93? Number 93, right?
Yeah, big 93. No, Jay Toya. He going to start. We're going to play a 3-4 defense, so 97 and 95 and eat. So ain't no more double teaming. So they try
Appreciate you, man.
Now I'm in.
Appreciate you so much, man. I feel exactly what you're saying, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Yeah.
I get tired of getting ran over. I get tired of getting bummed on.
No doubt, man. That's MJ.
Goodbye.
So, with that being said, my brother MJ, all right, so what I want y'all to do is play these numbers: 27, 25, 14, 35, 97, 95, and the Powerball number will be 93. Come on with it. Y'all play these doggone numbers, man. Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm going to read these numbers out again. 27, 25, 14, 35, 97, 95, Powerball number 93, baby. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, he saved me. He saved me, man. He just expanded my life for about 10 to 15 years, man. Oh my goodness, man. All right. Hey, man. Lord have mercy, man. And he makes some brilliant points, man. That's my guy MJ, man. I needed that laugh, man, today. Today we will have, for the event that we're going to have today, I really appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. This would not be possible without you all. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all to the stars and back, even though we may disagree about a lot of things, but we're here, man. We will have 3-time Super Bowl champ at Backyard tonight. And I want to see y'all beautiful faces out there or tuning in. It's a different location. It's not Smoke Chemistry Social. This time we'll be at Backyard. Pull up on us. Who played tonight? Y'all let me know who played tonight on the Thursday Night Football. But it will be 3-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Fame, Texas A&M Aggie, Ring of Honor, Kevin Smith. He will be joining us tonight at Backyard, so pull up on us. And Cowboy Nation, let's not have a good time. Let's have a great time. And for those who need to know the address, that's 505 North Good Latimer. Is Deep Ellum on the side where Dragon is located at. Komodo, is it Komodo Dragon Restaurant? Over there on that side. So come on out and have a great time with us, and let's get things going, Cowboy Nation. It's Ravens-Dolphins game tonight. Okay, appreciate y'all so much. What a stinker, right? But we'll be looking at some of the Dolphins players, and we'll be looking probably at some of the Ravens players. So, yeah, that should be a good thing. So be sure to check us out there. And if you need access and if you need information to that, click this link. It'll take you right to the IG page and get things moving and grooving from there, Cowboy Nation. Backyard is a nice spot. Appreciate you, Thomas. And I really appreciate Kevin Smith, man. 3 times. If it wasn't for that injury, man, where would y'all think he would have been at, as relates to DBs and beyond, let me know. And hopefully everything else will work its way out. Lamar is back tonight. Okay, so it should be exciting to a degree, Cowboy Nation.
Are you not entertained? Are you not
we scouting.
entertained?
Or we hoping and wishing, man. We hoping and wishing. Cowboy Nation, you guys supposed to leave me your score predictions for this week. But we would know, since we are playing this game on Monday night, right, that we would know the fate of like the other teams in this division before that time frame. Indeed. What y'all calling Clarence Hill? Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben's rice? Put me your score prediction down below. This should be, believe it or not, an exciting game. But in the words of 100 Grand, we don't care. Shout out to my guy 100 Grand. We don't care. But what we do care for is I want to see fight. I want to see grit. I want our thoughts to align so well that by the end of the day, that this team look back and say, you know what? We got about 9 games to go, and they counted us out. They took us for granted. It's time for us to change. Change you can believe in. It's what one president said many of years ago. Change you can believe in. And we want to change right now. Let's be victorious. Let it spread from one team to the next as it relates to one game to the next. And I get you. John Ponch at Cowboys 31, Arizona 42. Seabass says, forget all of that. I want the dub. The mother dub. Yeah, I want it too. D'Angelo says 35-30. You got to put down who? Cowboy Nation. I want us to continue to fight. This old passage just says, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about. Don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hating. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, meet with triumph and disaster. Treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you build broken and stooped and build back up again with worn out tools. We've been watching this defense do that, by the way. Been broken and stooped, and it's definitely built back up again with worn out tools. Cowboy Nation, we need to stand tall in this. Rodriguez speaks.
Jose Rodriguez, $19.99. La you demand. I remember when K. Smith pressed Jerry Rice, chucked him at the line, and threw him off his game during the NFC Championship game in 92. We need some of that energy today. Cowboys 38.
Cowboys 38-16 Cards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he jammed him. And maybe he can relive that story of saying it tonight. I'm going to bring that up, Rodriguez, man. Appreciate you, man. Come on out and let people know to come on out to the backyard tonight. With our observation analysis to the side, Cowboy Nation, just win, baby. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm really upset at what we did last week. And I'm upset at every loss that we had docketed for 4 losses so far. I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm ripping my mind up out of here. We're ranting. We're venting. We're doing all of these things. But at the end of the day, Cowboy Nation, nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your shortcomings. So you got to want it bad enough to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. And if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap. If you got to want that, not us. If dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Tell them.
Tell them run it up. I wake up.
I wake up, baby. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
sleep, baby. Unless it's sleeper.
But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up.
Come on.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
Those crazy.
9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely.
Come on.
Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
Don't try to hold me now.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Yeah.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Yeah.
I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Can't call all
Put
lazy.
in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and
come on, baby, let's get it.
I wake up,
law,
thumb down that check, no drip this.
Tell 'em.
Run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
Gosh, I mean, there's a lot going on. First of all, I would say that, Matt Eberflus, of course.
Troy and Joe have the Cowboys and Cardinals on Monday night, and we say good morning to Troy. How you
Dallas.
doing?
I'm good. How are you, George?
Doing well. And you're getting ready to do a game. You're reading press releases. You're watching tape. And you watch the Cowboys defense on tape. What do you think?
Oh man!
What are your thoughts?
You're gonna start it off that early this morning.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
Until next time.